nice if we can talk to each other like this. Though we are only
Best.
20 minutes away, right?
20, 20 minutes away.
Huh?
Are we really isolated? Are we? Are we?
I don't think so. I'm enjoying myself at home. What about you?
Oh, thoroughly enjoying myself.
Right?
So much to do, and I've got my family with me, the boys, and nice to finally have them sitting at home.
I'm sure there are a lot of challenges also that we hear that families are facing because they're just getting on each other's nerves and stuff. But I guess if you all are busy doing creative stuff and focusing more on remembering good times, playing games like me and the kids, we play a lot of board games, cards, watching comedy movies together and laughing together. There's so much we can do which can help us avoid getting onto each other's nerves, isn't it?
And how about going back to the art of listening?
Oh, yes.
How to listen, to sit and listen to each one of them and just go, this is what they've gone through, this is what they're going through, and this is where they are right now. Because each one of us evolved, right? So since we are evolving, so are each and every family member. Prior to 2020, everybody was so busy. We actually didn't have the time to sit and listen. So how about, rather than getting on each other's nerve, let's just spend some time listening to each other. Just go, this is where he is, or this is where she is, and this is where I am. What else can we do now? Or how should we help each other now rather than getting on each other's nerves? I guess people get on each other's nerve, all of us, because we get exhausted and tired, right? So I guess the art of listening should solve some of the family problems and feuds, yeah? In Access Consciousness, there's this tool called Interesting Point of View. I have this point of view. Each and every individual has a point of view. Again, it all depends upon their experiences, their background, their exposures, whatever they've been exposed to. And there's no right and wrong about it. It's just that that's their point of view, and they really believe in that. Even if you belong to one family, each and every child's experience is different. So rather than saying, no, you're wrong, and no, you're right, I think this tool will really help. Interesting point of view, you have this point. Interesting point of view, I have this point. And it all depends upon our experiences and whatever we've gone through in life, whatever we've been exposed to. So that's just fine. That's your truth and mine. The family feuds will be resolved.
Yeah. It's just allowance and acknowledging that the other person can have a different view when compared to yours. Differences exist and it's okay. It doesn't have to be right or wrong. Both ways are fine. It's like Pooja in school, they did that psychology experiment, remember? They taught us that famous picture of a young girl or an old, something like
The
that.
topic.
Right. And half of the audience saw it as a young girl, whereas the other half saw it as a lady. So who says who's right? Both were right in their own ways. So sometimes in life, everybody's right in their own perspective and where they stand. And if we understand this basic truth, or if we acknowledge this basic truth, there will be no problem of right or wrong, or who's right and who's not, because everybody sticks to their own truth. And it's okay, like you said, interesting point of view. You have that point of view, and I have my point of view, and it's okay.
The magic word is allowance, Palak. Allow, no?
Yeah.
You have to have that allowance within us to allow people to have their own point of view.
And allowance makes us less judgmental, doesn't it? Because you judge less if you allow them to be as they are. Me?
And there's so much lightness in allowance, no? Freedom.
And everyone has the right to their own opinions. Everyone, every human being, every soul, every living being on earth is born with the freedom, the right to live their life the way they want, the right to breathe. It's us human beings who just have come up with or have cultivated it throughout the years, putting restrictions and do's and don'ts, like you were saying earlier, structures.
Give them the allowance of that also. No, we give ourselves allowance to do that too. I guess everybody lives the way that they know, Palak, right?
Yes,
That's how they know, and that's okay.
that's okay. Yeah.
That's okay. Even if they're judgmental, even if people judge people, even that's okay. Even that's fine. Just don't strangle anybody. Just don't suffocate, I guess, anybody. You want to enjoy being judgmental, then be okay.
But the person who's being judgmental sometimes crosses the line of being insensitive,
Mm.
where then you're not respecting or acknowledging the other person's existence and right to freedom. And, there's a fine line somewhere which we all cross. But I guess if we keep the basic in mind, Kate, like you were saying, allowance, and it's okay. You have this point of view, I have this point of view, and it's all okay.
Even at home, Pala, we learn so much from our kids, our family members. We've grown up in the same environment, we've evolved in the same environment, but it's like a tree and different branches. One branch goes here and one branch goes there, but you all belong to the same tree, right?
So true.
This side of the branch is looking at something else, and this side of the branch is looking at something else. It's this side of the branch of the same tree's experience is different, and this side of the branch of that same tree's experience is different. Experiences are different. The insects that pass through may be different. So I guess everyone has their point of view. This side must be saying something, and this side must be saying something else. I said they belong to the same tree though, and are rooted, rooted in that same ground. But their vision is something else. Maybe this side is facing the river flowing, and this side is facing the meadow.